What you looking for? Oh yeah, you ain't stopped it the last time. We on? I'm tired of getting flagged, so I make my own theme music. Can't flag if it's original theme music. I wish the people in the room could hear this freestyle. Jay Sutton Show with Bruce and Boom. But this is the intro song. Got a special guest in here with us. Hey, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now don't forget about the Sunday. What I'm talking about? I'm on a runway. See your mama going to the store. I asked her, what's her name? And she told me. Give a round of applause for that, Lukey. I'd like to welcome each and every one of the viewers up on the YouTube. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this video right now. You're tuned into the greatest show there is. It's the Jay Sutton Show with Bruce and Boom. Unfortunately, neither of them are here, but I do have a special guest, one of my good friends. I'm enjoying that I'm going to spend some time with him and be able to catch up on his life. A lot of you know him. A lot of you may not know him, but you should know him. And by the end of this video, you will love him because he's just that dope. My main man, Zeke, is from LA, came out from Cali to come to the city and show us some love. Give a round of applause for that, man. Welcome this man to the Jay Sutton Show. This is awesome. This is awesome. I could talk to you about so much, but like I know we want to talk about the new album and everything, but I want to give people a history of you and like so you can tell the people your background and they can get more familiar with you in that type of intimate way, because that's normally the way that we kind of connect with the viewers and the listeners and fans, for lack of a better word. If you want to, you can tighten that thing up that right there, pause. Where do we start? First of all, introduce yourself. Say where are you from, and all of those things like that.
So I'm Zeke 2090. I don't know what camera I'm looking at, but I'm Zeke 2090. Born in Inglewood, California. Moved to Chester, PA.
Oh, so I thought it was the vice versa. I thought you were originally. This is you right here. I thought you were originally from Chester and then came out, but you Inglewood to the city.
Boom. So yeah, my dad's from Compton. My mom is from like the west side of LA. All my family is from out there.
Okay.
But my parents, their occupation, their jobs was to be urban missionaries. So their assignment was to come out to Chester, landed in McCaff, and start churches. So that was when I was 3 years old.
Okay.
Stayed out here till probably like 13, 12, and then we moved back.
In the years that you like, that's like the primitive years, I guess that's what they say, to where you become a boy becomes a man, basically.
For sure, definitely like those important years. And I got right before like high school, I felt like just like snatched away.
Yeah.
So after high school, I went to high school out in to Long Beach Poly. Pretty much a year after, I moved back out here, and that's how I met you.
Why do you say snatched away?
Well, it was just so sudden, like not like it was more like, you know.
It sounded like you had to escape and shit.
Yeah,
they stole you.
Nah. Well, my dad, it did sound like that. But my dad's mom got sick, unfortunately, so we had to move back, and it was more of like it wasn't like it was a sudden thing. Like we was told like in the middle of the school year, and we was moving that summer. You know what I mean?
So how was that when like making that from the East Coast to the West Coast? How was that getting adjusted? And I know that was like a shock, had to be, because I know it's similar living because every hood is a ghetto, and every place got a ghetto. But
it's funny. I was just talking about this yesterday. We moved just because of my parents' occupation. Like we moved from the McCaff projects to then we were walking around and they talking to people in the Imperial Courts.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. I really didn't get a different feel until I went to high school, and then like gang bang. I wasn't even around gang banging that much. Yeah. Obviously gang banging in Imperial Courts, but it's not a lot of motherfuckers that I'm around at that time. Okay. Until I go to high school.
Because I was going to ask. I know that the misconception is that everywhere you go out in LA, somebody's some type of gang affiliated, and I was going to ask like how did you escape that? But I know it's from from your house and growing up with your family, having a mom and dad definitely plays a good part.
Yeah, I mean, escape it as in being a part of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
But escape it as in like people approaching you and things of that nature. You really can't. You probably, everybody in LA growing up at a certain time has probably got approached by a gang member.
Yeah.
Asking them where they from and things of that nature. But I play basketball.
Okay.
So
that's always a good gateway to get away with shit.
I brought that up. That's giving me a little scapegoat. And I don't really get that much energy off like that.
Yeah.
But I have been approached. And
okay.
And that's been the get out. Pretty much, I hope.
Y'all call it approach. It's like
it's called pressing. Actually,
pressing. It's no different. Everywhere you go, it's something.
My friends just told me that's pretty much he feels it's like bullying, which
that's
can
what
be
it
in
is.
a certain way.
Yeah. It's bullying. It's basically, we call it bullying, y'all call it pressing. I fuck with pressing. That sound way more gangster than bullying, right? Bullying sound like some goofy shit. Now that you think about it, but pressing, nigga.
You got pressed.
Yeah, that's crazy. How was that? Like, is that
or banged on?
Banged on? What's that?
Like a nigga asking you where you from, telling you where he from.
Yeah, what if you just from Mary Street or some shit? It better not be nowhere near a red flag.
But I mean, shit. The way the streets are set up in LA, it's like it's a hood pretty much close in proximity of blocks within each other. Different.
That's awesome. Because the thing is, like, I didn't know that about your mom and dad with the missionary thing. So that explains a lot of your demeanor and your stature. Like, the way that you carry yourself is real militant. As I know, using militant to the missionaries and everything, pause. But just that correlation is it makes you who the fuck you are.
Yeah, no, I definitely had a good foundation, and I think that because of the environments that they were in, and they brought us into as well, and the way they allowed me to kind of grow up, I got best of both worlds. So I was allowed to run around.
Yeah, you was off the porch.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
But you knew better than not, what you could get into and what you should get into.
Yeah.
Like, you knew right and wrong and type of thing, situation like that. That's pretty much how I grew up. It's just like, oh, nah, that ain't for me. That ain't my street. I can't. I see y'all in school.
For sure.
But after school, motherfuckers go ahead and go your merry way with your little guns and everything. Right. I asked you, but like, what was it like? So, what do you think, like, influences your music style? East Coast, West Coast, or is it more of a mixture of both?
At this point, it's a mixture of both. Yeah. I feel like a time period. Obviously, my name is Zeke 2090.
Yeah.
So that 90s time period was pretty big, and how I create what I'm trying to not emulate, but maybe have as a benchmark of standard of how I want it to be accepted, or how it makes you feel, and how it stands the test of time. You know what I mean?
That's the smart thing about it, is standing the test of time.
Right.
And making music that people can digest. I like to think that, like, your style is like, not to compare it to something like you got a nice style to where you can take something so complicated and make it digestible to the listener, to where, like, not to, for lack of a better word, dumb it down for people. Mm-hmm. Like, you got a real keen gift of writing and, like, topic wise and keeping it on key like that. Where does that come from?
I don't know, honestly. Like, my sister is a writer. Shout out my sister. She writes on what she was writing. They ended the show on This Is Us. I've always, I don't know where it come from, but that is my writing style. I just was speaking of
concepts.
I was speaking to somebody. I can't just, like, go in the studio for myself per se. For somebody else, I can. We talk. I'll get their ideas or whatever, and I can write a record. But for myself, it definitely has to be like something I lived through, and I have to feel it at that time.
Yeah.
Not just writing no random record.
Yeah, like Curious, that's my shit. I still bump that shit from 2090, my nigga.
That's actually from Good Company.
Good Company, I'm sorry, Good Company, but that's my shit.
Hell yeah.
That's my shit. And is that the same album that you introduced the world to K Roosevelt? Because that's how I came to know.
Yeah.
K
He did
Roosevelt.
no.
That was
2090.
that was on 2090.
He did Slow Motion.
Yeah.
Shout out K Roosevelt.
Yeah. When I hear him recently, I couldn't quite put my finger on. I'm like, I heard this nigga somewhere before.
Yeah.
And then I went back to the catalog. I said, bing, there it is.
I met him through Dom.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but he's dope.
You still affiliated with the Dom Kennedy OPM situation?
Nah, I mean it's all love, but I'm not
Yeah.
signed or
how did that relationship start though?
I know Dom through pretty much a brother of mine.
Okay.
Him and Dom been brothers since middle school.
Yeah.
So just like coming over to the crib.
Yeah.
Early before rap. Before any of that, yeah.
Okay, y'all made some beautiful music together. I liked y'all collaborated on some good shit because I fuck with Dom.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with Dom, and I fuck with you. Like I was telling you downstairs, outside of our friendship and what we built over the years, I fuck with you as an artist.
Yeah.
If we weren't friends and type, it's like I can separate that shit.
Yeah.
To where if I didn't fuck with you, I probably still would bump your fucking music type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know how I don't hear your music, I feel your shit. That's how I judge my music. Like if I don't feel it, I ain't gonna even waste my motherfucking time with it. Like,
I follow you on Twitter. You have a good a good ear. I like the shit that you fuck with. You fuck with Currency. You got a lot of we got a lot of same interests when it comes to music.
Sure enough. Well, we used to talk about that at the job and shit.
Right.
When we was slinging dishes in the Riddle hospitals and shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was a time.
Fun. That's what used to be fun.
That was a time. That was during the time we were young men, but we were still like growing, and as much as that was just a regular ass fucking job, you didn't mind coming to work because you knew you was gonna get a few laughs and have a good time.
Shout out Roddy.
Shout out my man R, man. Rated R still out here moving too, man. Definitely check out Rated R shit. And yeah, I didn't know, you just told me. I'm glad you told me that I actually hosted your very first mixtape. I thought it was just another mixtape in the catalog. Pause. I didn't know that it was your first joint.
Yeah, no, that was my very first mixtape. I played basketball, so I really wasn't really doing music like that.
Yeah.
Probably 2 years before that, I started about to do like a production group with two friends of mine, and another artist, and that kind of fell through. I got in contact with pretty much friends from back out here, when Marv.
Yeah, shout out to
exactly. Shout out Marv.
Marv told, hold on, just to cut you off. Marv looking out for you. He loves you.
Oh,
he inboxed me. He said, yo man, make sure you ask him this. Make me ask him. Yo, my nigga. Yo, my nigga. I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. We are good. Like I said, I follow him as an artist outside of him just being my guy. Right? Yeah. So I'm tapped in. So you were saying something about the.
So yeah, we got back in contact, and we just started talking about our lives.
Yeah.
And he was like, he doing music. Like we actually had the same car, bruh.
Yeah.
So I moved back, and I started doing music with Slim Mountain.
Yeah, that was a time. And
I was rapping then. I was.
That's what I was. You definitely was rapping because I hosted the mixtape, and I was going to ask you, when did you decide to take that turn? But I do want. Don't let me get off of Dom Kennedy, because I want to know how that ties into the Nipsey Hussle features and all of that.
Got you.
When did you just decide to not rap anymore and go more into the R&B realm? Did you always know you could sing, or you always sang?
I always. My dad and them had a church, so I would be in the choir, Bible club.
Soprano.
I was in a soprano.
No,
I was.
You was? I'm nice saying that. You see what I'm saying?
I was.
You know what I'm saying?
I was.
I played my card. I won. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you play a ticket, you win. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. I went to middle school out here. Elementary and middle school, I went to TCA.
Yeah.
So they used to always have like little events and things. I would just be a part of.
Yeah.
But it was just something I did. I wanted to play basketball.
Yeah.
So that fell through, and then what was the question? How I got to singing. So
yeah.
boom, I wasn't even about to do music like that. I was really working with my homies that was rapping. They couldn't really make hooks, bars for days, but couldn't make hooks.
That's
Did
where
a
you
hook.
came in.
They fucked with the hook. I did a few more hooks. They manager at the time was like, yo, you should do a song. Did a song. It was like, oh, I like that.
All right.
So young Zeke came into play.
Okay.
And I moved out here. My cousin who lives in LA, he writes.
Okay.
He started hearing my stuff, and he pretty much was like, yo, pretty much I can show you how to make real records. That's pretty much how he put it. And I mean, not saying like rap isn't real records, but like bridges, B sections. I had shit that I had to learn.
Yeah.
You know? So I went out there and really like I was under him. We got a admin deal where we was just studio writing, Atlantic, but it was all pop music.
Yeah.
That kind of.
Did you get any placements?
A. Marie.
Which one?
One of her later albums wasn't cracking like that.
It's a credit.
Yeah, for sure. And a couple of international acts that really didn't pan out like that. So it didn't work out like I thought.
Yeah.
And boom, I've known Dom. He was just starting to come out with his tapes. Just because of the relationship, obviously, niggas work.
Yeah.
Ended up on a few records.
Yeah, some good records.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't fucking write it. And how did you meet up with Nipsey? Where did that come from?
So I as I'm a songwriter, so I work with a few artists. So this artist by the name of Fallon, she had a session, and the engineer was Rollo Styles, who was a producer and engineer at All Money In.
Yeah.
From the beginning. So we kicked it off, and he started mixing my records, and then from there I started doing hooks on beats he just had. The beat ended up on. I messed this up yesterday. I know we're not supposed to have our phone, but I can't.
It's all good.
I can't mess it up.
For information purposes, you ain't got your phone. It's right behind you, sitting on it.
We did a record with one of his artists. I'm gonna drop the artist's name once I look it up. But Nipsey hopped on it.
Okay.
And we shot a video for it. That's when I met him. Everything was cool. He fucked with me. He invited me to the studio.
Was the aura as good as it? Was the aura like it looks on television of his? Like
he was solid dude. Knew at that point in his life, he was pretty much, he knew exactly who he was, what he was trying to do.
Okay.
And thorough nigga for sure.
Yeah. How was I'm sure things changed after his death up there. How did Cali change in any type of way? Did you feel like something got taken away?
Nah, for sure. City was fucked up off of that. City's still fucked up off of
that. I can imagine, man. He was doing some powerful shit, and to be taken out like that, it's just like fuck. But it's happening so often, like shit.
Especially now.
No
shit
pun
crazy.
intended to take off. Rest in peace to that brother. It's just like it's tough to be a rapper.
Super tough.
But it's the only job you can bring all your friends. Think of another job you can just come bring 12 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Only in music and entertainment. The only place. Especially, but when you
Niggas
got the wrong motherfuckers around.
And hoop sometimes or football be having like.
Nah, them niggas can't come to practice.
Yeah, that's real.
Niggas ain't in practice.
That's real.
Nigga, you see me after I get out of practice, my nigga. It's the only job.
Nah, that's real.
Where you just your homeboy, the nigga. The nigga ain't no good. But that's your nigga. He gotta come with me. This nigga's a live wire. Something stupid happen every time with the motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
It's sad, man. And I'm just like, to just keep watching us lose artists like this. It's saddening, man. It's like back in the day, niggas ain't even dying when they old and shit. Like, Hammer's still out this motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Hammer's still out here.
Nigga said Hammer.
He don't have nothing to do with this, but we got to mention Hammer, man. Sometimes you just got to throw Hammer into the conversation and shit. Because niggas don't talk about Hammer enough. You don't have no influence from Hammer?
Nah.
No influence from Hammer. None.
I fucked with the Running Man.
Oh, but I'm saying.
Nah, I don't got no influence from Hammer.
Pray?
Pray, what's that?
You got to pray when we make it today.
Nah.
You got to pray. Pray.
Did you have Hammer pants?
Pray. Never. But I fuck with Hammer.
Damn, did I have some Hammer
I ain't had
pants?
no pants. No.
I didn't have
I might have some baggy ass sweatpants that look like some Hammer joints, but they was never. I didn't go to the store and was like, I want the Hammer pants. I'd be damned, not the silk joints, my nigga. Them just like they hold a lot of air in the thighs. But we getting sidetracked of the conversation. Now we talking about Hammer and shit. Shout out to Hammer. Sometimes you got to talk about Hammer, Zeke. I'm just saying, my nigga.
Pause.
Yeah, sometimes you got. But yeah, that's it. Definitely pause. Especially when you think about pumps in the bump. It's just like, what the fuck? Hammer a legend, my nigga. He missed his calling. No, he had way more. My nigga, we just said 2 joints.
Nah,
we didn't
Hammer
even say can't touch this.
No, we said his revenue came from 2 songs.
No, 3. Can't touch this. And
$250 million.
Oh yeah, but he was dancing.
The rest was filler.
Let's get back to this. Let's get back. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
It's music.
Yeah.
We're talking about music.
It's all
right?
related.
That's my guy. You were talking about the writing and everything. You got a publishing deal or
It was an admin deal. Should have took the publishing deal that we had on the table. Probably would have worked out better, but took an admin deal, not really knowing the business like that.
Okay.
Like the numbers, it was a 90-10 split, but they was just administrating the records. They wasn't about to get you no work.
Oh.
When if we did the pub deal, they would have had us in sessions, and they got to get their money back anyway.
Yeah.
So it would have been.
So you prefer the publishing deal?
That didn't work out how it was supposed to work out, and that's when I started with the artist shit. So working with Dom, those hooks ended up, the relationship with Rollo ended up working out with getting on the record with Nip, on Crenshaw, and put out Good Company.
Fucking awesome. Good Company. Yeah. That was a hell of a sound.
Yeah.
How did
shout out Dream Forever. I forgot to shoot them out last night.
Okay. Are those just the producers
at the time? So the producer that produced most of it was LDB, but we also had
Lil Cousin. Shout out to LDB.
Yep. Also my man Smack and DJ West. We had it was a lot of producers there.
Yeah, y'all had a nice little conglomerate. I remember when y'all started forming Voltron.
Yeah,
like I said, I've been paying attention. I'm like,
shit,
y'all got some good shit going on.
Out of that production, we got a joint on Chris Brown. I don't know the album because so much.
There's
music
so
comes
many.
out.
He put 75 songs on one album, so it's.
I should remember the song, but Chris Brown, also DJ Khaled, Hold You Down.
These are songs that you have the writing credits on.
No, not me, but the production
crew.
The
production crew.
LDB did the.
I remember the Khaled joint. Yeah,
exactly. Yep.
Yeah, fucking awesome, man. Check that out.
Oh yeah.
You got something with Def Jam? You got something with Def Jam?
That's where the publishing deal was supposed to be with.
Okay.
But we went other way.
Oh, okay. So you were saying something about Shelby. You got a guy, Shelby. He's the original blunt roller for
Shout out
Snoop.
Shelby. I went to Long Beach Poly.
Yeah.
That's Snoop's actual alma mater. But we was just talking about how right now they talking about Snoop's blunt roller gets like 54 grand. I was saying I knew a dude who in the 10th grade he
dropped out to roll up blunts?
Rolled up blunts for Snoop.
What's he doing now?
Bro, I don't know. Shout out Shelby though. I don't know.
He's not the one who's making 50,000 now for the blunts?
Nah, I don't know.
What the fuck Shelby doing? We gotta find Shelby.
On me. Hopefully he's doing great. Hopefully Shelby doing great.
He can put on his resume. He rolled up blunts for like.
Facts.
Who's gonna turn that down when you show up to the job? You got to put that top line. I rolled blunts for Snoop Dogg. Do you know the Dog Father? You got to put that in big bold letters.
In this
though.
day and age, well, depending on where you go with that, Nigga be impressed.
Oh, I know. I mean, all you gotta do is go to the biggest boss. You show up to Rick Ross. Yo, I started out as Snoop Dogg's
Facts.
blunt roller.
Maybe roll your shit, so.
You know what I'm saying? Or he at least got to be rolling up cigars or something. Maybe he's over in,
That was Swisher days too.
Ooh.
That was Swisher days. I don't know if Snoop
You know
was
how
smoking
tight a
Swishers
Swisher is?
Or the big
Shelby, a legend. Shelby's a legend.
Shelby's a legend. For
No,
sure.
he is. If a Swisher, them things too thin, my nigga.
He's a legend for that. Like niggas in school knew.
And he dropped out because he was rolling blunts for Snoop Dogg.
He was fucking Snoop's rollers, roll blunts.
It's fucking. Yo, you got is LA small or is it like or is the music scene small? Because you connected to so many people.
They both small. If you are right, anything in any big city, if you're around the right people, it's 6 degrees separation.
Yeah.
So you can meet a whole lot of people.
So you were 6 degrees separated from Kendrick Lamar. How did that come about?
I talked about that production crew before I moved out here.
Mm-hmm.
That other artist was a 15-year-old Kendrick. K-Dot.
Was he that complex at 15? This nigga.
Nah, he was just nice
solving
with the
Rubik's cubes in the
Nah,
meetings.
fuck. Not really. That wasn't his. He was just nice with the bars, like Lil Wayne, Eminem type. Like he was fucking nice.
He was
at
nice.
16 for sure.
He is who he is.
Yeah.
you know when you know.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah. After that, him and the producer because we had Soundwave. I had mad beats with
Soundwave.
Soundwave. Yeah. Yeah. So we were all supposed to be like a production team, and somehow they, him and Soundwave got the top dog. My two homies stopped rapping. I moved out here.
Okay. Oh, it was right when it was about to take you out.
Like 04, 05.
Damn, that's when we met? Around that time?
Probably like 2006.
06? Yeah. Okay. You also connected to D Smoke. How what's that connection?
So when I moved back to the West Coast, my middle school, the Ferris is him, Sir, his brother.
Yeah, that's
also,
my guy.
Davion, his big brother, they were all at that school.
Yeah.
Me and Daniel was in the same class, so our families got close. We was going.
You close. You call him Daniel.
Yeah, D Smoke.
Yeah, that's cool. I knew. I'm hip. Started with a D.
Yeah, he actually mixed. 2090.
Yeah.
He mixed 2090.
D Smoke did.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Nah, he's a man of all.
I see the family on some shit.
Nah, yeah, they where they supposed to be. They like the lineage of music is through they blood.
Oh
like,
no, I can tell. I can tell.
The whole
So you knew him before he was on the Netflix joint?
I knew him at 13.
13
7th
years
grade.
old. How did that feel to watch him win that?
It was dope.
Yeah, he tore that motherfucker down.
Dope. Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
But you been seeing that shit, huh?
Yeah. Because before that he was doing the Spanish and English.
I fuck with him, but I can't fuck with that shit.
He had like a series he was doing. It was like Spanglish.
Yeah.
I told him, I like that shit.
It's tough. I respect it. It's
no
just
one's ever done that.
I can't. Because I don't know what he's saying.
Well, of course, I don't either.
Yeah,
but it's a demographic that does.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
reggaeton was popular.
Motherfucking Bad Bunny. Motherfuckers don't know what he's saying.
Man,
and they bang that shit.
See, that's
and they bang it. I said, they come on the radio. I don't turn it. It's the melodies, too.
Yeah, no, he got hella melodies.
I thought about it. I'm like, yo,
that's all
I
it
don't
is
turn this shit. It's the melodies.
All it is the melody.
It's the melody.
A good song is a good song.
That's for real.
It's no denying a good song.
Bad Bunny got melodies.
He bad motherfucker. I guess that's why they call him Bad Bunny. He's selling out fucking states or some shit. This nigga books the whole state to perform and shit. Like, I'm like, damn, the whole state.
Yeah, he took over for sure. He took over.
Damn, fucking crazy, man. So what do you prefer? You prefer performing or the writing? Writing. You wouldn't mind not performing?
I will perform, but out of the two, I'm a writer I'm a writer first. I'm an artist first, but when it comes to singing, I'm a writer first.
Yeah.
So yeah, writing.
How would you describe your sound, especially earlier because you it's so many different layers of you.
Yeah, you knew me when I was like kind of low key. I wouldn't say battle mode, kind
Yeah.
of, but when I was really rapping.
Yeah, you was
like,
rapping. You was
yeah.
rapping.
Yeah.
But then I wasn't mad at you when you made the smooth transition.
Okay.
You know, because you had it, but there was a smooth transition. You found yourself. It's hard. Like that's the process of
So
living.
boom. We talk about the 90s. We talk about how every day I'm going to a fucking studio and they like make a flow rider. This is around that time. Flow rider, Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Flow rider hook. You know, shout out T-Pain. He's gas. But that sound, it was do a T-Pain hook, and everything was all poppy.
Yeah.
And
terrible time.
It just wasn't me, honestly.
Yeah.
And so when that all fizzled out, shout out Marv again. We was talking, and he was like, "Just come out here."
Yeah.
I think he was working with L at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even come out here to fucking do anything, but just come out here and just kind of like
get your foot and see.
Or just get, because I was kind of honestly on some depressed shit.
Yeah. So he saved you. That's a hell of a fucking friend, man. That's dope.
For sure. So I came out here. I met L, and we made like I knew I wanted to make some fucking 90s shit.
Yeah.
And I was already writing records, so I'm gonna do R&B. We fucking made like 5 records.
Yeah, fucking with that boy.
And then
he's gonna make some records.
That was pretty much the bulk of that tape.
And
so that kind of started that sound.
Yeah.
That 2090 sound. It started right there. We wasn't sampling.
Yeah, I know.
We wasn't sampling. We wasn't doing interpolations. We was really giving you feels like really giving you those feels originally, but in the future, like niggas is not doing that.
Not at all. Well, the 90s is the best time.
It's something different. I mean, I think every era got something. But the 90s was something different.
My nigga, the greatest of all times. I always say 96 is the greatest year ever.
Those it's crazy that you say that. Those kids that was, I guess, born in late 60s, early 70s.
I think they say 88.
Yeah, them niggas was different, bro.
Yeah.
Because those was the ones that was like 20 to 25 to 28 through those 90s. Like those 90 to 98, you know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas was different for sure.
That's crazy. We were talking earlier. You were speaking about your the whole mom and dad dynamic. How did that help you, like, with who you are right now? Like, how do you think that like shaped you? Just having that help, and then their mission, aside from them being present as your mom and dad, and them having a mission to you have a great example of what to do. How did that? I know that shit had to affect you in some type of way.
Yeah, it gave me a great foundation for one, to where I'm going to think about certain things before I do them. Even if I do them, I know, like you said, maybe I shouldn't do. I was more kind of that way.
Yeah.
I might have done the wrong thing, but I knew
how to not get caught or don't do it.
But yeah, my parents very patient.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn to be more patient. Which my daughter helped me out with that. But just being patient, and they're very kind and giving, bro. Like they gave their whole life to try to help people.
That's
you know
a great example.
So, like that's in me.
Yeah.
Period.
And you spoke on your daughter. I'm sure that changed you in a lot of ways. How did that affect you and change your views? I'm dealing with that now, especially with having a daughter. It's just like it's different.
Yeah, it's different to the fact of like, you know how you might think about not doing something. Your folks tell you to do something, and you like, I'm gonna try it anyway. It's more like, nah, I'm probably not gonna do it. You know what I mean?
There's no second thought about it.
It's not even like, why even play?
Yeah, I'm cool.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But nah, it's made me more vulnerable,
Mm.
more caring, a little bit more like reflective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a dope thing. Father is a dope thing.
It is. It is. And she's a superstar, right? She's been on television
She
already,
is a
right?
fucking superstar. Yeah, nah. She
Hell of a personality.
Her hell of a personality. She's been doing her thing since she's been like 2 or 3. Shout out her mom.
Yeah.
Been having her, you know, with the agent, doing print work, little commercials here and there, and then that grew into getting on a TV show.
Yeah.
You know, and then shooting her just like 2 months ago, she shot her first movie with she's the daughter in the movie, and her parents is Mike Epps and Sanaa Lathan. I don't know when it's coming out, and I think I don't know the name. I don't want to say the name, but she just finished that. So yeah, she's doing her thing for sure. She's working more than me when it comes to this entertainment thing.
Hey, shit. I got my daughter a credit on a small news clip. Caught him at the Goodwill and wound up getting her a live picture on NBC.
She's
and
a cutie, bruh.
Yeah, that's my baby girl, man. Changed my life, man.
What's her name?
Nuri J.
Nuri.
Yeah, it wasn't a boy, so we got to find a way to get the J's up in there. You know, niggas are selfish. Niggas are gonna get into.
Yo,
niggas is selfish a little bit.
Bruh. Listen. My daughter's name is Issa. Me and her mom didn't name her. It was so hard for us. My daughter's mom, her mom, was bringing us different names, and that was one of them. And I fucked with it, obviously, because my real name is Isaiah, and the first letter is I-S-A, and that's her name, I-S-A. So it was a no-brainer. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's the one.
But don't give it too much excitement. Like no, that's it. You know what? That's a good name. Good strong name.
That is the one.
Good strong name for my daughter. That's a good
Right.
strong name. Hell yeah. That's fucking awesome. Like I said earlier, the layers of you. When did you peel back the reggae layer?
Boom. Really, honestly, finding myself. I have a record on the new project called Understanding, and it just started from it was a musical. It was like the music that was the backdrop of my research that I was doing.
Yeah.
Basically, I was already obviously fucked with Bob.
Yeah.
You know, just
Marley's son out, that's one of my
before even
aliases.
getting into the research and who he was, like, I was smoking. I started growing my hair out. But even with that, that's a journey. And at that time, I really was just trying to figure out who I was, kind of as a black man.
Yeah.
Here, and through my research, it took me a whole lot of places. And what I wanted to say, creatively at the time, R&B backdrops, hip hop backdrops wasn't really a thing. But with reggae, it started off being a revolutionary, or a religious, a spiritual thing. Even in the up tempos, if you listen to some of Bob's, he's talking spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I really tapped in. I was already listening to all of, Gregory Isaacs and Peter Tosh and the Spears and things like that. I really fuck with reggae. And I'm going to get back to reggae. Motherfuckers is just scared to fuck with me. On the reggae, I couldn't get niggas to make original beats. I was couldn't find a band. But I'm gonna get back to the reggae for sure.
You were saying Understanding. You mind if I play a little bit of that for the
That's
people?
cool.
That's cool. We up on the joint, Luch? Okay.
This dimension can take its toll, so you gotta make sure you align with positive energies. That's all. Your circle is the frequency you make it. Some shit I should've never been involved. A lesson is a loss if you don't change it. You blaming someone else when it's your fault. You lack accountability, you jaded.
Yeah. That got a groove.
Yeah. Shout out Marvelous.
Marv did
on the
that.
beats.
Marv,
Yup.
you're a bad motherfucker, man. Shout out to Marv.
Oh,
He's in the
yeah.
building, man. He's a bad motherfucker. It's my guy, man. It's my guy, man.
Yeah.
That's a good song. That's a
Appreciate
good
that.
song. I think you said we got 4 minutes. Okay, no. Well, we wrapping up anyway. I'm just making sure I'm working with the time we working with, because I want to make sure that we touch on. Definitely gotta let the people hear my the What About Us.
For sure.
But the reggae bag, I fuck with the reggae bag. Your reggae bag, like you're a bad motherfucker, man. I've been telling you a long
I'm
time.
ahead with that, bro. I was ahead with R&B. This R&B shit, 2090, that was 2012. You could look back, nigga. It wasn't. You had Drake, you had Trey Songz. Niggas wasn't even thinking about. Niggas was in the club.
You had a wave.
You feel me? With that reggae shit, I'm ahead of with that. It's because that sound it's gonna come back around.
Yeah, it
It's
always
out
does.
now. They got fire niggas, Protege, Tim's, but that actual sound, that old school sound, that traditional Rasta sound, that shit is gonna come back. I'm gonna flip that. But the album,
the new album
coming out.
What's the name
it's
of this?
called I Love You.
Okay.
I plan on coming out with I Love You Too and I Love You More. But it's pretty much all about all types of love.
Yeah.
Self-love, obviously love for my daughter, loving someone else's girl.
Mm-hmm.
That's what about us.
Love.
Love making.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Like that's the common thing with your music. It's a lot of love. It's a lot of love.
I got it tatted right here. So in my search and everything, it's love and joy. I got that tatted right here. That's one of the highest frequencies. Enlightenment, courage, those things. You keep those things, you're gonna be vibrating at a high level.
Yeah.
So I try to, and love is one of the the strongest. So I try to live by that.
I want to play another joint. I want to play What About Us, if we can. Another joint produced by Marvelous.
Yes, sir.
We're going to play a little bit of this joint. You can.
Don't act like you don't know.
Straight up.
Like I know. Like I know. Don't act like you don't know. Should've text, but I wrote this by the ocean. Got me open.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't just let that. Come on now, my nigga. I'm not just going to just let that just play like that. We got to make sure that the people know what's going on. You're a bad motherfucker. You's a bad motherfucker, man. Just feel the groove. Marvelous, you's a bad motherfucker, man. It's the Jay Sutton Show.
Should've text, but I wrote this by the ocean. Got me open.
What? Nigga, buy the goddamn album, man. God damn, but I wrote this by the ocean. I could have texted, but bitch, I wrote this by the ocean.
By the ocean.
I mean, entendre crate. Don't nothing get by me. I am true to this. I am not new to this. I could have texted this, but I wrote this by the ocean. Bitch, you mad? She mad. When she hear this, oh, you motherfucker. You could have just texted to me, but it wouldn't have got the same feel as me writing it by the ocean. Right by the fucking ocean. You're a bad motherfucker, man. What else can we expect from this album?
That's it. Some R&B shit. Hopefully a different sound. than what you've been hearing, and hopefully it cut through.
That's all that matters. Well,
and you're gonna hear some shit. It's probably the most vulnerable I've been.
Okay. That's where I go with the feeling. I feel that shit. Like, nigga, when you said I could have texted this, but I wrote this by the ocean, I felt that shit, nigga. Cause nigga, if I was next to the ocean, I'd just be writing shit for no reason at all. My nigga, I'm by the ocean. What the fuck else do you do by the ocean but write shit that you should have texted? It's my motherfucking guy. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Me too.
So for anything that I can do to push this forward, I'm glad y'all trusted me with the interview. I hope I delivered.
Yeah, man. Nah, it's all every time. Every time. Come on, man. You already know.
Yeah.
Since the trades, bruh.
Yeah, since the trades, kid. I'm just like, I'm happy for you. I'm always excited for you. I haven't seen you in so long, so being able to exchange the energy that we've exchanged during this time has been awesomeness.
I want to say, bro, I'm proud of you, bro. Like,
thank you.
I seen this grow. We on the 99th episode, 100 episodes or anything. You ain't stopped. You doing your thing. On the stand up.
Yeah, just trying to.
Bro, you got come out to LA, bro.
I'm out there soon.
Do a what do they have? What is it? Amateur nights?
Yeah.
Come out.
I shall.
For sure.
And you don't gotta invite me one time when I just pop up there. Yo, Zeke, yo, my nigga, you know, I just happen to be in Cali. I don't know if I'm on the right side. I don't know which way my hat is supposed to be faced, but I'm just in a corner. Because I'm just going to stand in the corner. I ain't looking at nobody in their fucking eyes. Because being pressed at 40, it's tough, man. It's tough at 40. Like, now I got to tell you where I'm from, man. I'm 40. Like, damn. It's tough, man. Yo, thank you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. I swear, man. Thank you, man. Much success. Thank you for entrusting the Jay Sutton Show with your promo run. I can't wait for the album. You know, I love your music. I don't listen to your music. I don't hear your music. I feel your music. Right. And I listen to your music as if I don't know you. And that's the most important part with me.
It.
Anything else that y'all need to shout out before you get out of here? Anything you want to plug?
Nah, man.
Nah.
Marvelous again.
Shout out to Marv. Shout out
man. Hey, shout out
to Marv and Marv.
Shout out Kush. Yeah, shout out Kush. He mixed the project. And just shout out Kush.
That's awesome.
And then shout out Names. He mastered it. Shout out AJ too. And everybody that's in here. J Mel. O's.
And shout out we again for I Love You More.
Yeah, they probably don't hear you, but he gonna probably do that joint again. Marv said something about I love you more, and he gonna do it again.
Yeah.
All right. Thank y'all. Like I always say, do it big or don't do it at all. Why get hit by a car when you can get hit by a bus? And never trust a little button to frown. That girl is poison. This is the Jay Sutton Show. We catch y'all next time. Peace.